Now, let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Pistons. At one forward, Campbell. At one guard, Jay, number 20. Pacers fans.
We should see some great. Great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so...
Setting the floor for Detroit. They've got Thompson. He's out there with Jaden Ivey. And it's Campbell in at the two-guard spot. Halliburton, the pass to Vaughn. Up top, Nembhard. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. On target from range. Nembhard's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Bryant, he's checked in for Indiana. Duren, he's checked in for the Pistons. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. Coach told them to adjust on defense, saying they're calling it tight right now. We can keep the same effort, but less reaching in and all that. Don't let them beat us at the line. Send it back to you, Brian.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Rising to the challenge. He's given them everything he's got.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now.
Show some love and clap your hands. Here they are, your Indiana Pistons.
Walker, he's checked in for Bryant.
They're turning the temperature up. Let's dance.
On defense, the Pistons. It's a 5-point game. There's the steal into the lane.
Hey, how about big time right there? Big time. Woo. B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim. Like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance. Spruce it up a little bit.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Down low. Here's Duren. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Now just a 1-point Indiana lead.
What an injection of energy from Duren. Working hard to find points for his team.
Here's Halliburton. Sinks the 15-footer. Halliburton's got 10 points here in the second half.
Halliburton coming up big. No rest in that man's game. He takes the shot and makes the shot.
Here's Ivy. And there's another one for the Pistons.
Big-time stuff from Ivy. A prime-time player on display.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. Detroit with a rebound. Thompson's got 8 rebounds in the game to take the lead. And it's good. 2 points. And the Pistons lead by 1.
And they've made it all the way back. Wow. Just a dynamite run.
They took their bumps and lumps earlier, guys, and dusted themselves off and are back at it, fighting hard. Halliburton, one of those young guys that you want with the rock in his hand at crunch time. He always seems to deliver.
He gets going. Tipped. High post Siakam. Here's Halliburton. It falls! And breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for Indiana.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
Well, let's make sure we don't overlook the steals they've been able to get now. Those forced turnovers have helped them put points on the board and in their pocket.
Here's Halliburton. There's the drive. Counted.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game.
Yes.
And there's the lob. Money.
He is ferocious on alley-oops. With his good hands and wingspan, Duren makes for an easy target on the lob.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Fires from deep. Oh, gets the 3 to fall.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Timeout called. The Pistons. 17 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, and they need to pick up fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
17 seconds left to play in the fourth. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter here.
Now on the court is your taking this from the Pacers. Number 1, Obi Toppin.
15 seconds left in the final quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
15 seconds. 2 shots. Tyrese Halliburton.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Stellar work at the charity stripe, trying to build out this lead.
Pass to Campbell. Takes a 3. Oh, nails the triple!
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
There's the call on Jalen Duren. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out.
Tyrese Halliburton. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
The 3 from Thompson misses there, so Indiana wins it. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
Well, now we have some. All right, Alec, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sideline. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Jalen Suggs.
In the last 5 games, you can see
a trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
The starters for the Utah Jazz preparing up front. It'll be Collins and Kessler. Cam Thomas is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Mathurin in at the
Now, introducing the starters for your Oklahoma City Thunder.
And certainly on pace. This game is something of a mismatch, Doris.
Yes, it is, but it's always day.
They've got Isaiah Hartenstein. Williams is out there with Keontae George. And it's Hudson in a two-guard. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. To the paint. And Hartenstein slams it in.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Marketed from long range. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton.
3 points.
Halliburton's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Hudson. He's guarded by Nembhard. A nice shot by Hudson. Hudson's got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Here's Halliburton. Halliburton goes up top to throw it down.
Well, the numbers speak for themselves, but what Tyrese Halliburton is showing you, the versatility he has at the offensive end.
Here's George. Oh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Markkanen sticks one from distance.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
Pass to Foster from downtown. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
Now, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Following this game, they host the Magic, and that'll launch a 4-game homestand for them. Markkanen for 3. Another 3. For Indiana.
He hit a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence is through the roof.
George outside. Pass to Foster. Shot clock at 6. Indiana with a rebound.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it, because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
And here's Turner from the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
For 3.
Now it's a 4-point Pacer lead.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Can't complete the lob. The Pacers have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the 4th. Halliburton for 3. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. George passes to Hartenstein. That one's good for 2. Hartenstein's got 4 points this quarter.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Vaughn. Markkanen outside. No good from outside.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
George outside. Outside, Williams. Here's Foster. He takes it in. An easy 2 on the layup. Foster's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Pass to Markkanen. He shoots it. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Markkanen's got 31 points. George against Halliburton. George outside. And he drives in. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Indiana has got 4 of 7 3-pointers to fall in the 4th. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. So for Oklahoma City, Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Williams comes in for Williams. And Anthony Simons subbed in for George. Siakam, he's checked in for Indiana. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Outside, Williams. He buries it from three. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunity.
Marking it outside. And again, it's Indiana with a three.
Well, Markkanen accepting more and more responsibility over time. Some leadership right there.
Here's Foster. It's guarded by Markkanen. 1:57 left to play in the fourth quarter. Foster pass to Holmgren. And stolen by Markkanen. Pacers leading by 3. Halliburton looking for an opening. On the wing, Nembhard. He's covered by Simons. The shot by Nembhard, no good.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Pass to Hudson. Simons outside. Here's Foster. Back to Simons. 6 to shoot. Tries it from the top of the key. Siakam pulls down the board. Siakam's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Halliburton outside. 1:02 left in the game. Oh, that one bounces around and comes back out. To the middle. Here's Holmgren. Count it!
Big time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Turner passes to Halliburton. Shoots. And it's good.
That's one of those clutch. Shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
And it would be smart to go for a 2-for-1 right now.
Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Substitution on the court.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Oh, my goodness. Tyrese Halliburton twice on the pipe. Send it back defensively.
Here's Halliburton. Here's Vaughn. Lets it fly. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Council's checked in. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Oh!
Hey, they really needed that one. Big time move inside.
As That's the ability to score against size, and those were crucial.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. There's 25 seconds left in the game, and he commits the intentional foul. Williams is checked in for counsel.
Now into the lineup for your punter, number 6, Jalen Williams.
24 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Indiana. Vaughn. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, those are essential free throws to make a 3-point lead. It's going to take something from long range now to tie this game.
The kick out to Williams. Here's Hudson, defended by Halliburton. Williams from long range. Misses the tray. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
Shooting for Indiana. Tyrese Halliburton. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
Williams from long range. So Indiana wins it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment. But they stood tall and got the win.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, thank you as always.
Well, let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Washington. And what a match. Jeff, we have here in the front court ring.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their...
And all over the floor, you can see each player preparing for the game ahead, pushing out distractions and getting into TGIF, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K. Sports. We're bringing it to you live. We know NBA games aren't played on paper, but if they were, this game wouldn't be close, Brent.
You're right, BA, but we're not doing it. We're out.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Kevin Harlan, in this early bit of the season, Greg, how important are team goals?
Well, Kevin, you have to be working towards
On the floor for the bid.
Grant, this is the time of year when these teams are starting to know what they have.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes it takes a while with personnel change.
Let's bring out the starter for your Washington Wizards. At shooting guard, 6'4" number 26, John, number 26. At small forward, 6'7", number 23, Marcelo, number 23. The other forward, 6'8", number 18, number 13, the center, 7 foot even, number 20,
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Washington. I know they would have liked a better start, but they're 10th in the conference right now.
And well, for Washington, they're a team searching for a way to take a leap forward this season. So far, here in the early going, that leap has not existed.
Yeah, it hasn't been all bad, though. I mean, they've had some nice wins, and even if they're not an elite-level team, they still have the look of a playoff team.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Hudson is out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Chet Holmgren. Then there's Foster, and it's Hartenstein in at the 4 slot. And for Washington, and through this early portion, Greg, of the season, we've had our fair share of surprises.
Yeah, it's fun to see the preseason predictions go up in flames, right? Every year it feels like we have at least one team that overachieves and shocks us all.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Always feels good getting that first one in the bank.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
Now, here's Simons. Can't connect from 13 feet out. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Brian Keefe gave me a few minutes to catch up. We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the three-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
Thank you, David. Washington with the ball, following the score by Oklahoma City. Defended by Foster. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Hartenstein passes to Hudson. Boom, he chips it straight down.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass to Holmgren. The shot from the low post is good.
Oh, good defense. Holmgren just too tall, and boy, is he skilled.
Outside, George. Nice ball movement by Washington. Just 5 on the clock. Defended by Foster. Got a hand on it. And here's the fast break. Holmgren leading the way. Pass to Hudson. Screen by Hartenstein. To the paint. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
And he can time his passes perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Cool with it. Really played well against Memphis in his last outing. Covered by Simons. Back to George. Takes the three. Thunder with the rebound. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Wizards team.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the two teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
Here's George after Oklahoma City gets the three. Will it go? Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Hudson against Poole. Now Foster. Still without a basket. And here is Holmgren. It's deflected, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for Chet Holmgren. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 8 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And you talk about defensive presence, he's the real difference maker on that end.
Yeah, he's always somewhere around the ball, finding ways to help his team by shutting down the opponents.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Jalen Williams comes in for Foster. And George is subbed in for Anferny Simons. And there it is for him. And that ties it up.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. While we have a moment, let's now take a look at the top shot blockers in the NBA. Third is Chet Holmgren.
There aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
Now, here's George. Tight defense on him. A nice shot by Hudson. Hudson's got 7.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Middleton. 9-point game his last outing. Sarr sets the screen for George. And Sarr throws it down.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Fires from 14. Rebounded by the Wizards. Keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
We know, Doris, at one point, the Wizards had one of the most unique pairings in NBA history.
Think back to 1987, 1988, the year you're talking about, when the 5'3" Muggsy Bogues was a teammate of Manute Bol, who stood 7'7" tall. At the time, they were the tallest and shortest players in NBA history, with 28 inches between them. Incredible.
So it's the Wizards now, after Oklahoma City gets the 3. From about 16, again, the Wizards good for 2.
Nice, a mid-range jumper by Middleton. I didn't know guys were allowed to take that shot anymore.
Holmgren with a screen on Middleton. Hudson dishes to Williams. 1:32 left in the first quarter. From outside, off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pass to Saw. Here's Carrington. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Here's Hudson. He's coming off a 34-point game against Indiana. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Thunder trailing by 5. 43 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Right side, Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Holmgren's got his second basket of the night.
And I love the competitive edge Holmgren plays with, coming right back with his own triple.
Here's Carrington. Now Sarr. Here's George. He's another guy who had a stellar performance in the win against Memphis. Rebounded by Hudson. From past the arc. And the Thunder another 3.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Thunder lead by 1. We'll be back. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Corey Kispert is out there with Coulibaly. Then there's Jordan Poole. Then it's Sarr, and it's Carrington in at the shooting guard. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. To the middle, and it's blocked. To the inside, Coulibaly with it. Williams picks him up. Poole on the wing. Pass to Sarr. Williams with the steal. Outside, Simons. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Simons has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Oklahoma City. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
And the shot falls short this time.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Here's Poole. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, Jordan Poole is one of those guys who's determined to score the basketball. Nice way to finish a play.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for one, Jordan Poole.
That's good from Poole. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Hi, Shams, thanks a lot. And the shot goes in.
Russell Westbrook, the ability to consistently touch paint is impressive. What a driver.
And we've got a timeout call by Brian Keith. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
DC family.
And Oklahoma City making a change. Council's checked in. Now we take a look at the 2K leaderboard to see who the best rebounders in the NBA have been over the last 10 games. Now you look at Hartenstein. He does a great job inside. One of the top rebounders in the league.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Nice ball movement by Washington. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Pass to Williams. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. And now a 7-point Thunder lead.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Dagnall said, we've cross-matched him onto centers. We'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup. Kevin?
DA, the versatility. That is pretty special. Here's Coulibaly. Here's the screen. For three, Kispert. Thunder with the rebound. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
And good that time. Poole's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Williams has a screen for Simon. The offensive rebound. Shot clock at 5. Goes back up. Rebound by Kispert.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Pass to Poole. Coulibaly with it. He has yet to score. Lets it go from deep. Buries the long-range jumper. And now just a 1-point Oklahoma City lead. And Mark Dagnall calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
You know what to do.
Several teams changing it up here.
Double round of applause. Great job.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Pass to Holmgren from downtown. Washington with the rebound. Johnson outside. Outside, George. He's guarded by Williams. A miss that time would have put him up. The Thunder with the lead. Now, here's George. 17 points for him last game against Indiana.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
From deep, George. And again, Washington with the triple.
Those are starting to add up, guys. Their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Johnson against Hudson. Pass to Williams. On the wing, George. Holmgren sets the screen for George. The kick out to Williams. From deep three-point land. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
2 minutes.
And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Holmgren with a screen on Johnson. Hudson. And the Thunder, another 3.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 three-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
George against Holmgren. Takes a 3. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Johnson. George has got the game tied up here for the Wizards. Thunder have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. 1:02 left in the first half. Holmgren in the post, defended by George. That one goes in. Holmgren's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
The shot's good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Hudson. Over Johnson. No good from Hudson. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. 16 feet away. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. 13 points in the game.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
The 3. And the 3 ball is good. Hudson's got 24 points. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Oklahoma City out in front, up by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, everybody. The Washington Wizards in our featured matchup, and what a competitive half.
We need a department store intercom. Attention all ballers, attention all ballers. We have a missing defense. Paging the defense, paging the defense.
That was pretty good, Shaq. You might have a future in retail.
Shaq, to register 4, please.
And let's move to some recent news. Multiple trades are shaking up the league.
Well, this trait energizes the organization and the fan base. SGA's skills are obvious, but on top of that, he's high character and high IQ.
And you know what else you can add to that? Relentless work ethic, and his teammates feed off it. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Washington trailing. So the Thunder 5 right now. They've got Holmgren. Hudson is out there with Anthony Simons. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Foster in at the 3, the small forward. Pass to Hudson. Now here's Simons. No good from outside. And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now we're seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
Oklahoma City shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. Here's Hudson. He's got 24. Shot clock at 6. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Hudson's got 26 points.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Covered by Simons. Back to George. Carries it from three-point range. 16 points for him.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Outside, Simons. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Foster. Rebound, Washington.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Wow.
That's a pretty pass by Jordan Poole. He is better when he's making his teammates better.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Hudson. 26 points for him. Holmgren with a screen on Poole. Here's Hudson. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
George with the screen on Hudson. And here's Poole for 3. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Well, we all know Poole considers himself a valuable three-point shooter. He will fire away indiscriminately.
Trying to break. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Man, can he get up and finish with power?
He's covered by Hudson. Rebounded by Hudson. Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Now Foster. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And they take the lead. Foster's got 5. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Poole kicks to George. Back to Poole. To the wing right side. And again, Washington with the triple.
6 points on consecutive 3 ball. They're finding
digging holes now in the D.
And Mark Dagnall calls timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Kevin Williams is checked in for the Thunder. Russell Westbrook comes in for Hudson. Well, a chance to check out some stats for him.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
And the dunk by Hartenstein.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Harrington, another one falls for Washington.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Outside Williams. Hartenstein with a screen on Middleton. Williams looking over the floor. Here's Holmgren. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Chet Holmgren's been a great player from day one, Doris. What do you like most about his game?
I don't know which aspect to pick. This guy is a great rim protector. He can shoot the basketball from three-point territory and with great range from 3. But maybe my favorite aspect is the competitive toughness he brings on a nightly basis.
First free throw is good.
And Holmgren possesses sky-high potential. His length and versatility making him such an intriguing prospect.
Kispert's checked in for Song. Williams, he's checked in for the Thunder. George comes in for Anthony Simons. Holmgren hits them both.
I think for a guy like Chet Holmgren, it's about staying healthy. He has the size and skill and the mentality to be successful.
George with the screen on Williams. Middleton for 3. And again, Washington with the triple.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by George. George has got his 3rd assist on the night. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Oklahoma City.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
They've also been scoring on the break. But how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And George kicks to Williams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. The shot by George, no good. The Wizards have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. The shot's good from Kispert.
The correct decision by Middleton, moving to his wide-open teammate, Chris, a terrific passer off the wing.
Middleton against Williams. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Williams has got his 2nd basket of the night.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Now is the time. Get loud and welcome your Wizards Racer.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Thunder, lurking in the basement of the conference for the time being. They're not pleased with their performance so far this season.
And, you know, for the Thunder, they've gotten off to the kind of start teams just dread. They've already dug a nice hole for themselves.
They do have the talent necessary to get it turned around quickly. They won't want to wait too much longer to do it, but they can still make it a productive season.
George against Williams. Clock at 6. Down low. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. They get Russell Westbrook.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Wizards.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
And DB, the measurables jump off the page for Coulibaly. 6'8", with a 7'2" arm span.
Kev, that's the kind of length that would allow somebody to be a menace defensively. Let's remember, he... Look out.
And that's a rugged play.
That's straight toughness. Well, Keontae George demonstrating right there he's a team-first guy. Teammate open, you put it where it needs to be.
Middleton outside. In the corner, it's Coulibaly. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
Williams sends a screen for Westbrook. Inside. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut back down to just 2 points. The basket there coming from Williams. So it's the Wizards now. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Middleton against Williams. 16 seconds left to play here in the third. 6 to shoot. Here's Carrington. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And here's George from deep three-point territory. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Wizards lead by 2. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Oklahoma City shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. Screen by Hartenstein. Simons from outside. Offensive rebound to the left side wing. Hudson gets the three-pointer to fall. Hudson's got 31.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And for Oklahoma City, we've got Anthony Simons. Isaiah Hartenstein is out there with Foster. Then there's Hudson. And it's Williams at the small forward position.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Hudson. Back to Williams. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And the Thunder lead by 1. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Poole on the wing. He's covered by Hudson.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Here's Foster. And Sarr pulls. Down. Sarr's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Kispert. Here's Here's Saar, defended by Foster. And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. That's his first foul. Wizards making a switch here. George is checked in.
Into the lineup for your Wizards, number 18, Isha.
Covered by Simons. Three-pointer. Thunder with the rebound. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Williams passes to Hartenstein. Here's Foster. Down low. And that one is good from Hartenstein.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
The kick out to Williams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Hudson. And a miss there on the triple.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Fires the three. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
After hitting only one from downtown in the first half, he's exploded with 3 since.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Mark Daigneault talking to his team during the break. Now he's encouraging them to keep attacking in the paint. He said, when we get inside, we score. Simple as that. Keep attacking and don't settle for anything that's not at the rim. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Thunder have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Williams finds Hartenstein. And Simons wide open. He'll fight. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Hartenstein's got it all tied up now for Oklahoma City.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Foster's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Williams. Pass to Hudson. Six on the shot clock. Here's Hartenstein. And Saar pulls it down. Saar's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Back to George. And here is Poole. He's covered by Hudson. And Poole gets it to go.
Now, Jordan Poole is no stranger to hunting his own shot, and he's ready on the catch opportunity there.
Thunder trailing by 3. Simons surveying the D. Oh, what a jam! Simons!
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. That shot, no good. Good D by Williams. Foster passes to Hudson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Hudson's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Pass to Saar. To the paint. And stolen by Williams. To the middle. Here's Hudson. And it's sent back by George. Driving in to the inside. And it's denied. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Hartenstein. Holmgren, he's checked in for Williams.
For the Thunder, number 7, Chet Holmgren.
Now off the inbound. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Wow, Chet Holmgren sending it back. He is willing to take on any kind of challenge.
A nice shot by Hudson.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
From deep, George. Good on the three-point shot.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Foster passes to Hudson. Oh! And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Oh, they needed that one, and Jordan Poole steps up in a big way.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Wizards, Jordan Poole. 1 shot.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
Master Hartenstein. Here's Simons. And he makes good on the way. 12 points for Anthony Simons.
Turning into a sensation in a hurry. Get your tickets to see Simon.
Finishes in style with a double clutch jam. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Here's Hudson. Softly drops in the floater. Hudson's got 39.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Here's Hudson. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Pulls it from the elbow. Rebound by the Wizards. George has got rebound number 5 for tonight. Defended by Foster. Lays it up and in. And on the nice reverse. Now it's a 3-point Wizards lead.
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
Well, he knows how much was riding on that possession. You get the sense he relishes the chance.
And he can't bank that one in. Simon's on the wing. Oh, wow, a huge pass that could tie the game.
He just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's a screen. Outside, George. The Wizards with another miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup. With so much at stake here in terms of strategy here. Any thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
It's in! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot. Sounds like a rock concert in here.
And guys, that was the bucket they have been waiting for.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. There's 14 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Hudson against Poole. Hartenstein with the screen on Poole. Hudson buries the triple. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Russell. Congrats on the win. How are you guys able to stay in front down the stretch?
Just try to be.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
The energy is mounting. Almost time for basketball at Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. The Pistons. Happy Monday, everyone. This evening, we bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and... Well, both of these organizations have done a good job of acquiring and developing young talent, Grant.
Absolutely.
Nets trail by 3. And Detroit, let's look at who they've got. They've got Cunningham, Asar Thompson out there with Jalen Duren. And it's Campbell in at the 2 guard. Back to Sharp. To tie it up. The rebound by Detroit. Pass to Campbell. Cunningham outside. Takes the 3. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Castle. A step back shot. Yep, that one's good.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Here's Cunningham. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Cunningham's got 24.
And look at the lack of hesitation. Cade gets the ball and is confident he can make the shot.
Pass to Castle. He's watched by Cunningham. The game now all tied up. 22 points for him.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
Now here's Duren. Duren, the screen. Thompson outside. Clock at 6. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Counted from distance.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Outside Sharp. Oh, deflected. And so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Here's Castle. Pass to Sharp. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Sharp's got his first bucket of the night.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for your Nets. Number 40, Harrison Barnes.
Pass to Cunningham. Lets it fly from 18. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren. And he's now got the double-double.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Fires for 3. That one is off.
Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
You love the intensity out there right now. Close game. Both teams leaving it all out there.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Castle misses. Here's Campbell. Thompson with a screen. Throws it up high. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. And let's take a look at some of the players we expect to participate in this year's dunk contest. Always an exciting event.
Yeah, year after year, these guys find new ways to innovate and stun the judges. It's remarkable stuff.
We look at Castle, and I could see him moving even higher up in the ranks. He's certainly a talented guy up in the air.
He is for sure, but this list is just packed with real aerial artists. This dunk contest is really going to be something special.
And as All-Star Weekend gets closer, we'll, of course, update you on how things are looking. But this year already promises plenty of standout performances.
Yeah, this is going to be a dunk contest you don't want to miss.
The 3 from Thompson. Ooh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Look, throughout this entire game, they've done a great job of drawing fouls. And as a result, they got a ton of points from the free throw line. That's keeping them in it.
Yeah, something else they're doing in this game is striking from long range. The defense just hasn't been able to keep them off the arc tonight.
That free throw is good from Thompson. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
He hits the second from the line.
They're really shooting better from the free throw line since halftime. That's a big plus if you're holding a late lead.
And he nails the third. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Jordi Fernandez's huddle. And they told the team it's close. We've got a chance if we battle, compete. You could see the players love the message. They looked fired up. We'll see if it works, Brian.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Goes up off the inbound. Whoa!
Nice!
What a huge jam!
Gracious.
Big time right there.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Cunningham, left side. The three ball. The three ball, no problem for Cade.
After sinking one triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
Pass to Castle. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Here's Campbell. Cunningham outside. Down low, Cunningham.
And I love the energy from Cunningham inside, pushing to get the bucket.
Outside Barnes. To the inside. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Cunningham outside. Off target from outside.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. And finally, after trailing for so long, they've leveled the score late here in the fourth.
And even when time was starting to run short, there was no panic. They kept their focus and went about their business.
Pass to Campbell. Thompson against Barnes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They get the rebound. Duran, the screen. And here's Cunningham. Tries again. And he lays it in. Cunningham's got 31.
Not afraid of taking big shots. Cunningham rises to the occasion and delivers.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
Get on your feet. Get loud. It's time for T-Height.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Ivy's checked in for Detroit. .157 left in the fourth. Pass to Barnes. Right side Sharp. Here's Castle. The rebound by Detroit. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. And he's going for the lob. And the dunk by Duran.
What an injection of energy from Duren, working hard to find points for his team.
Nets trail by 4. He's watched by Cunningham. Buries it down low. That's 29 for him.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. For the Pistons.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
A minute 15 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Shot clock at 6. Back to Barnes. Count it. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
To take the lead. It's good from beyond the arc.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
This play could decide the game.
Can't afford any mistakes here, B.A.
Inside. Money.
Yeah, just too strong right there. Duren is so good at fighting through contact on the way up.
Free throw, no good.
Yeah, as of right now, Jalen Duren kind of seems like a classic big man. He can block, he can rebound, and he really focuses on finding close-range looks.
That is just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. All right, what are the considerations at this late juncture?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
If they've got a surefire, quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
And here's Cunningham outside. Sharp grabs and miss. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
His third personal foul. Team seconds. At the line. Castro. Stepping to the line with 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
Good on the first, and that'll put him up 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Wow, doing all he can to give them the edge, pulling their lead out to 3 points.
With a step back. Williams grabs the board. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
At the line. Number 15. At the line, 2 times.
Shoot 2.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he's unable to get the second one. And here's Ivy from the arc. Oh, he nails it! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings him within 1. And Jordy Fernandez calls timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. And now they foul and stop the clock. First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2. And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
That's their only option. They have to get a good look from deep here.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what. These are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. As we leave, we present our player of the game.
And now, let's hear it.
And his teams establish chemistry in the early part of the season. Brent, what are some of the keys? So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Gary Payton II. And it's Rowe.
Look at the Trailblazers, focused as they walked into the locker room earlier. Their job's basic tonight: get a W on their home court. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan as a coach. What's the best way to instill confidence in your players?
Well, Brian, I don't know that as a coach you...
Oh, say does that.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sport. I'm Kevin Harlan. You know, Greg, so often we talk about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, it is.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in. Welcome to Wednesday night's NBA action here on 2. 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson. And one thing you've got to do on the floor tonight, box out.
Two elite rebounding teams here, BA, so...
And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Pistons. They've got Cunningham, Thompson out there with Jalen Duren. And it's Campbell in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. And he gets it to go. Give him 20.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Rose, left side. Now here's Wagner. He's covered closely. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And Wagner is a very efficient scorer in the painted area.
Thompson, a screen on Wagner. Defended by Wagner. Lets it fly. And it goes straight through with a swish.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
Now take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Picked by Carter. Here's Banchero. Banchero finishes with force inside.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Cunningham against Suggs. Here's Campbell. And he hits it to tie the game. And that's a double-double for him now.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting tonight.
Wagner with a screen on Thompson. Here's Banchero. The rebound by Detroit.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
All right, let's check in with Allie. She's got an update on Goga Batadze.
Well, I had a moment to catch up with the Magic's head athletic trainer. There's some pain in the chest area, especially when breathing. Right now, it's being called a bruise. It's a blow to a team that was hoping to turn up the second half of the season. This is a story that we'll be following very closely.
All right, that's good intel. We've definitely been thinking of him, and now we have some more clarity, guys.
Yeah, they now have all the information they need in order to determine the next steps.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
The Pistons have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Cunningham outside. Kate Cunningham with the flush.
Kate getting up that time.
Orlando trailing here. Now here's Banchero. Six to shoot. Banchero from close range.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
J.B. Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done. So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Wagner with a screen on Thompson. Here's Banchero. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. The Pistons have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. To the middle. Here's Duren. And stolen by Suggs. To the paint. Here's Carter. And rejected. Thompson outside. He's checked by Carter. Duran with a screen on Carter. And let's go with a three. Buries it from three. 25 points in the game. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
And another difference maker that we could point to tonight has been second chance points. They've been in there. They've had active hands. They've been in great positions. They've been smart attacking the offensive glass.
Suggs with the bucket.
Putting this team on his back. I love seeing Suggs take charge like this.
To the inside. And the dunk by Duran.
What an injection of energy from Duran. Working hard to find points for his team.
Rose outside. Pass to Carter. Suggs outside. Now Carter. Lays it up and banks it in. Carter's got 10 points here in the second half.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That'll get him his fourth foul of the game.
Now, this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
Black's checked in for Suggs. Timeout, Magic. Suggs is checked in for Orlando.
Substitution on the floor.
Now Rose. Pass to Suggs. There's a screen. 6 on the shot clock.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Thompson against Banchero. And Rose, the bucket on the assist from Banchero. And the Magic lead by 2.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
Duran, the screen. Pass to Cunningham. 1:42 left in the fourth quarter. Sinks that one from the post.
Oh, Cade Cunningham answering that call.
Now here's Rose. Guarded closely. Driving to the basket. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Here's Cunningham. Cunningham going to work inside.
And the team counting on Cade. He comes through.
1:19 left to play in the fourth quarter. Rose outside. Banchero outside. Off target with the three. Detroit has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. It's tipped. Stolen by Carter. Wagner outside. Carter, the pass to Rose. And here's Banchero, defended by Thompson. Clock at 6. Carter finds Wagner. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by the Pistons. Guarded by Rose. Down low. Here's Thompson. And he sinks it.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Everybody now,
there's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Rose. Comes up empty down low. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
And an intentional foul right there.
Fifth personal foul. 2 seconds. At the line for your Pistons, number 20, taking 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that makes it a 3-point lead. 16 seconds left in the final quarter.
And there's only one option. They need a triple.
Nah, this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO.
Get up, get up, get up.
7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh, it's off the mark. Here we go to overtime. Time expires. We're going to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. Then it's Wendell Carter. Then there's Jalen Suggs. And it's Rose in at the shooting guard position.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Suggs outside. Pass to Banchero. The 3. Oh, Paolo showing his range. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
The 3. Rebounded by Suggs. Suggs has got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Rose. Suggs again.
Oh, wow. And how about the leaping ability of Suggs? Getting off the floor with such ease.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pistons trail by 5. And he's going for the oop here. And the dunk by Duren.
He is ferocious on alley-oops. With his good hands and wingspan, Duren makes for an easy target on the lob.
Pass to Banchero. We are in OT. A minute and a half gone by, and what has been a great one. There's the block.
Anytime you put the ball up near Duren, there's a chance it ends up back in your face.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Orlando with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Rose. And now the Pistons in transition. Here's Cunningham. And Cade glides in for the transition finish.
Yeah, Cade hard to stop. He's got his motor revved high tonight.
Banchero against Thompson. Out to Rose. Picked by Carter. Wagner outside. Pocket 4. Here's Suggs. Offensive board. No, stop it in there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity and a three-point play. That one on Duren.
At the line for the match, Wendell Carter Jr. One shot.
Misses for Carter.
Versatility is what Wendell Carter Jr. brings to your squad. He has offensive game both inside and outside. And on the other end, he gets the job done using his size.
Offensive rebound.
As a big, once you get positioned inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
And Caro outside. Pass to Suggs. Outside. Three-pointer. Pure from three-point range. And it's a 6-point Orlando lead.
Yeah, and when Wagner is hitting from deep, the floor opens up for everyone else. Nice triple.
And that one's good. Cunningham's got 22.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
It's deflected.
And that length of Duren enables him to deliver an emphatic denial.
Suggs against Cunningham. Over Suggs. And it's in. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
And Cade Cunningham stepping up in a big moment for this squad.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Campbell. Pass to Cunningham. To the wing, right side. He connects! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Teammates got to love playing with Cade Cunningham. I mean, this guy plays so unselfish, on time, on target passing.
Fifth personal foul. Team second. At the line for the match, Suggs. Jalen Suggs, 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. There's 21 seconds left in overtime. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
Now off the inbound, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, Asar Thompson is a proficient passer.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Number 20, fifth personal foul. 13 foul. Shooting for Orlando. Both taking 2 shots.
gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And so Thompson will bring it up for Detroit. And he buries it. And that one brings him within one.
You got to have poise and you got to have body control, and Cunningham displayed both in that play.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line. Yeah, too bad he fouled out. But this team does have some depth at his position.
Good on the first, and that'll put him up 2. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 3-point game.
That last one was a difference maker. It pushed it from a 2-point lead to 3.
Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game! Timeout, Magic! Pulls it from the corner. Yes!
Big ups to this coaching staff. Great play design there.
So it's the Magic taking the W in a close one. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end. Whew.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for tuning in. And